So, welcome, welcome, welcome. This call is specifically to open up the channels to allow the dragons to come in and to help you to clean your aura and to connect with your soul. So, the dragons came to me 5 years ago, but they've always been around, unknown to me. And they asked me to do certain things. They've asked me to interview them, create certain cards that go along with it, write certain books. And every now and again, I get a calling that I am to put together a cleaning, a clearing, something like that. So this is exactly what this is about. So a very warm welcome. I'm very, very grateful that you are getting to listen to this and that you are going to understand how you get to clean your aura, how important it is for you to take care of your energy, put your energy first. This is not for your mind. These are not for your thoughts, not for your words. This is for your body. This is for your cells. And this is for understanding your intuition, and this is for your heart and your soul. This is entwining you with your spirit so that you can come along and you can really understand the wisdom and the energy and clearing a route for all your gifts to come through. So what we're doing is we're expanding the conduit that you are in. We are clearing the conduit that you are in so that you are more accessible for the information and the energy that is there for you. You are already a pioneer. You are already a movement of women, men across the planet who are here at a specific time to bring forth, to usher in a new way of being. Now, the dragons call this feeling your way forwards. So, in other words, even though you think you were, too sensitive to school, too sensitive for work, too sensitive for certain relationships, your sensitivity is now to become your superpower. So, you already know that your energy and your frequency really matters. And every single week, I'm reading out the dragon cards to help you understand just how poignant and potent that energy is that you hold within you. If you knew who and what you were as an energy, as a soul, as a vibrational spirit, you would just see what I see when I tune into you, and what the dragons see, what the angels see, what all the spirituals see, that you are a spirit within and having a human existence. And you came in with so much knowledge, so many gifts. You are mega powerful. And most of us are actually too frightened to sort of turn all that on. So what I'm going to be doing is as I'm talking, we're just going to be clearing the energy and just allowing and opening up to be able to have us a channel. And however long it takes you to sort of get to this point when you're like, okay, that's it. I take it in every single cell of my body. I get to know who I am, and I put myself out there. I put myself forwards. Um, so that you know why you're here and that you are an amazing being. The dragons show me, let me just put it this way, the dragons show me that they are in reverence of us being here at this specific time. It is not that we can put them on a pedestal or ask them to sort of protect us or do things for us. They are teaching us, they are reminding us quite how powerful you are. Now, if you've done Reiki, if you've done spiritual teachings, you'll know it's all a remembrance. Your body knows, your soul knows what is needing to be done. So, what the dragons are doing is helping you to remember that part of you and to be more conscious of it. Now, consciousness is all around it. It's in the houses that we live in, it's in the cars that we drive, it's in the body that we live in, it's in the town, it's in the people that we meet. There's consciousness in our business. I do spiritual reading. So like I talk to the spirit of your business. Like some people will speak to like a spirit of my dog or a spirit of a plant. I certainly have clients for that, or a spirit of a painting. So like there's consciousness within everything if you ask. This last weekend, I went to a conservational zoo, and up the road from there is Dungeon de Ziegler, so a dungeon with eagles and owls and predators and raptors and all sorts of like amazing huge birds. And I was having conversations with a couple of them, and honestly, the energy, reverence the serenity, the sovereignty that they hold within them. I wish you could feel it. And maybe some of you have already sort of like tuned into that. They are the closest thing to the dragon energy that I have found on this planet that is living and breathing. And they are so cheeky and they're so direct and they're so forthright. It was an absolute pleasure to be with something that was just so direct. And that's why I love the dragons so much, because they are totally direct. When we're talking, this will be an activation for you as well, as you're inviting in your spirit and you're inviting the dragons to clear up your energy. So let that be infused within you. Allow yourself to feel what's happening on the inside, and maybe you'll get like a, oh yeah, or you maybe get a flutter or a twitch, or you'll feel hot or you'll feel cold or you'll feel you have to go to the toilet. Often when we do big clearings with my clients, they have a massive purge physically, like bowel movements or a lot of urine or a lot of sweating, or sometimes, a little bit of burping. I mean, I burp when my energy shifts anyway. So if you know me, you know that already. Um, just be open for all things. So allow yourself to listen, not with your ears or you're watching me with your eyes, but feel. So the dragons are really inviting us all the way through to move forward with your feelings, how to feel your way forward. This is a very, very intuitive golden age that we're moving into. And if you're not up to date with your intuition, if you're not allowing yourself to dive into that and feel into that, then you're going to be left behind. You're going to be at a loss, because we need to know what our yeses and no are. We need to know that we've got soul communication. We need to know that we are talking to higher spiritual beings. So when we're talking about the aura, which is what we're doing today, um, your aura will stretch really, really quite wide around. Some people's auras will be bigger than that. But let's just say that it is a bubble to the pointy of your fingers, all the way above and all the way below you, all the way around you. And sometimes when you haven't dealt with your aura for a long time, or if you've been in relationships that are narcissistic, or you're with energy vampires, or in abusive relationships, or you haven't, ever really taken care of it, or you've done it periodically but not very well, or you've been in public places, train station, aeroplanes, airports, those kind of things, you will be susceptible to people trying to get into your energy, especially if you work hard on keeping your energy up, raising your vibrations. More and more people will kind of like go, oh, I want some of that energy. And unless your aura is very strong and fortified, it will be being able to be penetrated by other people. So many times we are walking around with a feeling that is not ours. We've got an emotion or an anger or a thought, and these are not coming from us. Now, I started to learn about that with my ex, because I've had a few, and I couldn't concentrate when I was with him sometimes. God, boy, I just couldn't concentrate with him when I was near him. And sometimes he was so on point. He knew exactly what he was trying. I could pinpoint. It was just so focused. Other times, you walk into a room and you will find that you're feeling like, oh, something's going on here, but maybe you'll push it away and you won't understand what it is. That means that you're being affected and influenced by the energy that's going on around you. What happens also is in big places, hospitals, schools, libraries, offices, people can actually sort of hook into your energy. And sometimes it can be partners and it can be children, it can be people that you work with or people that just pass by. And they kind of like they hook into your energy, and it's like a fish hook that sort of goes in, and they just tag onto you. So what we're going to also do this evening is help you to release those hooks. And we've got a dragon here who's actually going to sort of burn off those hooks around our aura. That's what we are going to be here to do. So own your own energy. And if it helps you, I mean, I used to paint one of my fingernails, or write on my hand sometimes, or wear a particular piece of jewelry to remind you. Because one of the messages from the dragon cards that I often pick up is like, clean your energy, go in and clean your energy, again, clean your energy. And I was like, oh, really? Why so often? But if you've been online, you're picking up people's posts, you're picking up the adverts, you're picking up energy whatever you are doing. And sometimes we just get sucked into that. And you can see why kids get so, oh gosh, how can I say this? They change when they're on the internet for a long time, the same as we do. We have to take care of our energy. I remember my boys, when they were given a phone, I wasn't happy about it. And getting them off their phone or the tablet or whatever was just such a job. But then as soon as I got them out of the house and got them away from the electronics and they walked around the lake or we walked around the park, they were like little boys again. They could have fun and run and they play and they're, communicating. So we have to be careful that we're not, sucked into the energy that's around us. We have to be very, very good guardians, good stewards of our own energy. You can imagine your aura as a clear bubble. And often when I'm doing readings for people, I ask permission and I'm going into that, maybe that office, or I'm going into a business, or I'm going into something about them, or I'm going into, and I'm feeling around in this energy field, like what's going on in here? What's the mood? How's it hitting in the body? Like, when you become a body whisperer, you feel things in your own body that relate to the other people so that I can feed that back. But I'm also asking, if it's a business reading, I would also be asking, what does the business want to say? It's like walking into a TARDIS, and you can pick up so much information by doing that. So, what I wanted to help you understand about the aura and what the dragons say about your aura is there is a card which is number 48, and it is from the dragon Bloom. So the dragon Bloom is she's very feisty. She's very colourful, and she's very into freedom and playfulness. And when I have been in conversations with certain clients, even face to face or online, and at the beginning they're telling their story, and I can feel what's happening, and I can feel what's going on in their life. I can feel what's going on in their body. I really have to bring in an extra filter around me so that I'm not being affected by it. And certainly then I will just, really make sure that I clean my energy afterwards. But we'll be going into that in a minute. It's just showing you exactly how we can be assisted by the dragons to actually clean your energy and clean your aura. So I wanted to read to you about this particular card because I think this explains your aura rather nicely. So, card number 48, which is from Bloom, feel the free flow of life force energy in every cell, every movement, and every thought. It is interesting the view you humans have of life with all its variations and manifestations as something that you need to be solid. It's just because we've got so used to everything being solid and reliable with foundations and walls and boundaries and imposed limitations. It seems to need and necessary to be reliable in order for it to support you. And so your life looks as though it has become very still and serious and static. It looks like you're hanging on to the sides of the swimming pool when in real terms life moves and grows and weaves and changes and flows, expands in loops, and it flourishes, it blossoms. So let's talk about swimming and dancing with life as a movement. So within your bubble, which is like, imagine it like a jellyfish or a bubble or a golden net or however you want to see it, but it's a living, breathing extension of you. So the world around you is made of life force energy, an energy that is pulsing, a vibration, a frequency, a wave that moves constantly. The flow of life is movement, yet you are still sitting still in meditation, at your desk, in your chair, waiting for inspiration. The world and all the energy around you and inside you has become static. You're in that waiting, you're pausing, you're waiting for inspiration to come, but you're not doing anything to sort of move and expand and take care of your aura so that information can come in. What I'm being shown now is so around you, around your bubble, what can happen is that it's like mud has been slung on there, or a house that hasn't been cleaned for ages. It's dusty, it's dirty, and that sort of starts degrading the outer layer of your aura, and it becomes very porous, and then more things can come in and affect you and influence you and other people's stories, and you feel more and you get affected more, and you can't concentrate and you can't sleep. And so basically what's happening is other people's energy or other places' energy. Talk about other places. I can't go to Edinburgh Castle and places like that, or some of the chateaus in France, because the energy just hasn't been cleaned. It hasn't been purified. It is still really, I was going to say violent, and yeah, some of these places are rather violent in their energy. So, I mean, I don't like going into those kind of places. So it's not just places, but it's someone, something, or something else can come in and affect you. I don't mean this in any sinister way. I just mean that you are being affected and influenced. So you need to become very strong in your relationship with yourself, trusting your higher self, your inner self, which is your defined as your soul, so that things on the outside externally cannot influence and affect you. So people's criticism, people's judgment, people's um bad behavior, situations when they come in, sometimes you go, oh, you panic, or you become extra vigilant, and you're always looking for things that are about to go wrong. When your aura and when you've taken care of yourself, you will understand that you are much lighter on the planet. You are living a much lighter life. You're coping so much better. Everything is just seems a lot lighter. So even if something happens, and it does to all of us, it's like, right, okay, what am I being shown here? What is it that I need to learn? How am I going to handle this? Who can I ask for help? And ask to the dragons for help. One of their cards is ask. You're just not asking. Yeah, here we go. There is support for all things. Just ask. That was the card I got just the other day. There's something that I was going through. So your world is made of life force energy, and everything consists and contains and is conscious with life force energy. This is information that is coming down. And when we do this cleanse of your aura in a minute, we will be connecting up through the conduit of you. So your energetic field is not static. It is a field that is moving, and its energy is moving. It is not static, because if it's static, it starts to break down. Remember what I was saying about the dust and the mudslinging that gets on there, and then that becomes a weak point. And then that's when, you get affected by the energy that's going on around you. It can get rotten and brittle and snap and crack. So the movement is very, very necessary. All of the moves of flow are requested to be integrated. The up, the down, the sideways, the in and out. The energy is like a cellular membrane. If you can imagine it, like when you see a jellyfish, it kind of like has a pulse that goes with it. This is your aura as well. It has a pulse. My youngest son, actually, he sees auras. Sometimes he sees it in colors. And we were at what I was saying, the conservation zoo the other day, and he was saying he could actually see the animals' auras, but he sees it like a fluctuation, as you would see like a heat haze. So we're just making sure that that becomes a really strong thing for him to be able to kind of do better and better and better. So yes, you might want to see it like a jelly, an energy, a net, or something like that, but it is a moving current. It has an energy, and taking care of everything that is outside of you, even though it's invisible, is what we are going to be clearing and looking at today, and taking care of your immediate surroundings. Now, if something comes towards you, your aura can actually come very much closer towards you, but you always have that little boundary between you and someone else infecting you. And you will be able to be so damn good at reading energy. When your aura is cleaner, you will know that's a spam. So I've saved so much money, because when I went and did the IP for the Dragon cards, intellectual property, and my business, Practical Magic, I paid for it. I got the solicitor to do it and everything. But then I was being spammed, and I was like, why have I received this letter? why? And then the next day, another letter asking for another $3,000 or something. And I was like, oh, why am I feeling? Whoa, what am I feeling? Hang on a second. What am I feeling? What am I feeling? I'm feeling disgusted. I'm feeling, oh, that's really not nice energy. And that's how I knew that it was a spam. That's how I knew to ignore it. So this is what happens when you understand what you are feeling because you know exactly how you feel, how you want to feel, and when your aura starts to start working with you and you start reading what's going on in your environment. Um, so that was what I wanted to read you from one of the Dragon's Bloom that is part of my team, my clan, that allows you to bring yourself into the stage of going into the golden age, going from 3D to 5D, where you are opening up to everything that's possible. You are an ascended master. You're a pioneer on this planet. You came here to do magic. You came here to do amazing things with your power. Claim your power. Create the world around you. And if you'd like to receive more, consider that you put your energy first. Consider that you, more than anything else, you put yourself first. And this is what I teach my clients all the time. And if you can put yourself first, you can listen to your soul and you can ask all the time, do we want to go here? Do we want to be with this person? Do we want to be doing this? Do we want to drink this? Do we want to eat this? Do we want to wear this? Do we want to do this? You are being in a relationship with yourself, in a relationship with your soul, who is your best ally and your best partner. So all of that, all of this, what we're talking about, creating a relationship that goes wider than you, there is so much more to be able to be listened to, felt into, understood. There's so much more that the dragons want to bring through. But first, we have to deal with this. For the next 3 to 6 months, we are now, what, September 2025. There is going to be a lot of purging going on for the people who are pioneers because nothing can move forward unless we are in a clean conduit. And that means that our aura is being taken care of. We are guardians, being great guardians of our own energy. And we are beginning to know who and what we are. In other words, yes, we are spirit. Yes, we are taking care of our energy. And we are having a human experience. And one of the books that the dragons have asked me to write is such a cool title. It's like The Owner and Operator's Guide to Your Human. So this is what this is all about. So caring for my energy became an absolute necessity when I was running my business and I'm raising two young boys. And I'm like, oh, come on, I need more clients, I need more business, I need more, come on, this is why is this not working anymore? Why is it all starting to go flat? And I began to panic and I began to like, what is going on? So I was asking, as I always do, why am I here? What is this for? What are, why am I got, what's this? What's the hidden dynamic between having, so few clients at the moment, dwindling down to one? And I got the message back just saying, unless you take care of your energy, we can't send you any more clients because you're giving so much. We can't bring any more in for you because you need to take care of your energy. You're going to exhaust yourself. You're going to burn yourself out. So we need to stop that flow. So it's not just to do with you. You are being assisted. Most definitely, you are being assisted. Um, so the dragon message is that taking care of yourself so that you can feel your way forwards and it becomes easier and easier and easier and easier. So opening up your channels, allowing your channels to be open, but then also remembering to close your channels down. You don't want to have your channels wide open wherever you go, whatever you're doing. You really want to kind of like take care of your energy and the people that you're around. And when you're going to certain places, when you're driving down the motorway, going to a hospital, going to a big organization, even sometimes around your family, if they're a bit miserable or coming back from school with all sorts of things going on, take care of you, take care of your energy. What else do they want to say? Yes, becoming a pristine a pristine steward of your own energy. Again, that's the same, it's the same thing as being a guardian of your own energy, all those kind of phrases, so that you are in communication with your soul. One of the things that the dragons have taught me, and I teach my clients, is our energy, and also when how we manifest, how we put our energy out there. The thing is, if your energy is grubby and you don't even know that it's grubby, but you'll know in certain ways, because you'll feel exhausted, you'll feel affected by other people, you'll feel influenced, you'll be affected by people's bad behavior, by their rejection, by their opinions. That's when you know that your aura is you're being, you know, you are susceptible to other people's energy, their thoughts, their opinions, that kind of thing. So when you are manifesting something, sometimes you can't manifest something because the energy that you're in is mucky. It's got debris. It needs to be cleaned up. So you've seen me do this before. You're talking about the frequency. So maybe you're here and you're saying, I want, to have this business running. I want 10K months. I want, to be able to do that. So you need to be able to bridge the gap so that this can come in. You need to bridge this gap in your frequency. You can't bridge that gap if you are allowing other people to dictate, and if you're being affected by people, you're being hurt, you're being feeling guilty, you're all those kind of things. Like, where are you in your sovereign energy? Because this is you in your sovereign energy. And when you feel that and you just absolutely know you're so deserving, you're absolutely certain, then phew, you're a match. Then the energy can come in. Then you start creating things in your physical world by manifesting them, because you've got such a clear focus and you've just cleared any nonsense away that you don't deserve that. Something I heard the other day which kind of tickled me was, um, you're pretending, you're pretending to be poor. You're pretending to be bad at something. You'll pretend because you're too frightened of being absolutely brilliant at something. Like if something was really, really to go 100% right for you in every single way, what would happen? Sometimes it's just, oh my God, that's overwhelming. Like so many people, so much attention. You have to think about some of the things. What are the best case scenarios and what's the worst case scenario? I have so many people coming to me wanting to sort out their money story, wanting to sort out how that all lands for them. But, somewhere in there, there is like, yeah, but I don't want to be that busy. Yeah, but I don't want to. So we have to be able to sort of, clear all that up, not only in our energy, actually work out if it is ours, and we could have taken it on for someone else. And it could only be like 2% ours and like 98% someone else's, like a family member. So the intention of this event is to help you get into a state where you can clean your energy. You can start navigating life, because when you've cleaned your energy, it's like you've like hovering, you're like lifted off the planet Earth, and you're able to sort of navigate things so much easier. Imagine if you've ever had that feeling. Imagine that it could be with a puppy, it could be with a grandchild, it could be with a partner. It's like you are madly, madly, deeply in love. Everything is just going well for you. Everything's flowers and blossoms and butterflies. Feel that feeling on the inside of your body, and you know that you are navigating life from that perspective. And when your aura is clean, it is like so much easier for you to navigate life from that particular perspective, because there's so much better that you can feel, better and better and better. And you never have to feel entwined, affected, and influenced by the outside world, because you think, this is how I feel. And you then net to know how you can get into that energy as well. So this is not just a cleanse, this is remembering and reminding yourself who you are as a very, very powerful, powerful creator. Um, we are going to go in and we are going to do your energy cleanse, your aura cleanse. what I wanted to say as well, when you're doing your energy cleanse, which is like allowing more information and energy to come through, I had a client who was saying to me, you know what? I am connected. Well, I thought I was connected. She was able to manifest and flights and business and clients and things, but she did it from a perspective where she was in panic. It's like, oh, I have to have this. Oh my God, I need to get so desperate for it. Then I know that it will come. But she hadn't built up a relationship with herself or with her soul. So she was relying on this. And it took a lot of effort for her to always kind of like, oh my God, I need this to happen, I need this to happen. So as much as she felt connected, her connectedness was coming from desperation. Now, your soul is your best friend, your energy, you are her. But can you imagine if you only ever went in and connected with her when you were in dire straits, when things were going wrong, when you desperately, desperately needed extra bits of attention? So take care of your physical self. Now, that can mean drinking, hydrating, plenty, plenty, plenty of really good quality water. Now, I come up through the detox world. So for me, water would have to be um, yeah, there are certain pHs and there are certain, dry mineral counts and all the rest of it that I would follow. I would also put like a tiny little bit of sole in there, which is salt, which in other words is putting great minerals and things into your body that are going to be absorbable. You might want to do a detox phase. When you're detoxing, I wrote this book, Clean Fresh Start, Welcome Back to Your Body, How to Start Your Detox and Reboot Your Body at Home. But in there is also the spiritual side as well. Um, a detox phase allows you to cleanse, and it cleanses your pineal gland, which also helps you get into, and you have your third eye open, get you into that conduit. So my channeling and my Reiki and my feeling my way forwards became so much stronger every single time I did a detox. And I've talked to many masters, Penny Pierce and other people, and James Redfield, and they are always so much more turned on, switched on when they have had a period of a detox. And also movement, exercise, shake off old energy, move. I don't mean force yourself to run around and do exercise like you've never done before. Find movement that you like. It could be badminton, it could be hiking, it could be running a little bit, it could be skipping, it could be ping pong, it could be something, swimming, but something that gets your body moving and stretching and allowing it to move. Barefoot on the ground, walking in amongst the forest, which really physically helps you to shake all that off and take all the energy away. Mentally, take time to switch off and build up a sanctuary for yourself where you are allowing life force energy to flow through you. Let go and trust your higher self and that she has your back. Now, mentally, meditation helps immensely because you are getting out of your thinking mind. If you're meditating and you're still narrating in your head what you're going to do that afternoon, you need to stop that. You need to be able to get out of that particular level of meditation and get into a place where there is no thought, there is only images. And I'm often told, just watch the images, Fiona, don't narrate. And then all of a sudden, it's like you've just stepped to one side and the information can start flowing through you. Spiritually, be open and connect, even state it, I'm open to guidance. I am open right now to guidance. I'm only open for joy. I'm only open for love, and I'm only open to good opportunities. I'm open to receive. Okay, so maybe you want to sort of add to that. I'm only open to receive divine cosmic inheritance. Feel lighter, and have that support me. But receive, receive, receive. So we need to be acutely aware of the intentions that we're putting next to and how we are receiving energy into our field. I want to now go into and help you go into the actual aura cleanse itself. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to be very attentive to your breath. So, what we're going to do, we are going to get you to be attentive to your breath. So, we're going to allow, just for the moment, just sort of, if you can sort of just imagine yourself counting, but at the same time counting one, two, three, four, five, whatever feels comfortable for you, and watching an energy loop down. And then, okay, now I'm breathing out. Breathe down, all the way down through your body, all the way down through your feet, all the way down through the rock strata, waterways, and down into the center of the earth. Maybe you can find a crystal or a rock that you can tether yourself to and have that held. When you breathe in next, just breathe in slowly and evenly, and maybe you can imagine that all the stress and everything is just going from your body, and anything that's been going on in your head can just be lowered down in a bubble, lowered down your face, lowered down, comes into your throat, your shoulders area, until it forms and it rests in your heart space, in your core, and you're able to just let that sit there and then still watch your breath going in and out. So all your consciousness, all your thoughts, all the narrating is down in your chest and heart area where it is held safe. You can collect it all later if you've got lists of things to do. Allow yourself to breathe in deeply and watch a level of lightness and light flow up. Maybe it's a golden light or a silver light. It will change color in a minute. And as it goes up into the heavens, into the cosmos, it's alchemized and it turns into a gold, bright, bright, bright gold light. And it comes through as life force energy, hitting you on the top of the head and sinking all the way through your body, all the way down into the center part. And then it starts spiraling around you, spiraling bigger and bigger and bigger in this gold light. On the inside of your aura, you can actually see gold flecks and gold glitter, and it's all gold on the inside of your aura. Allow that, then the energy and the light to go down, down through your feet and through the earth, and then down into where you are tethered through the massive crystal. The energy is now alchemized. Life force energy comes in as silver as you breathe in. It is coming up, very bright silver light coming in, and it is spiraling in an opposite direction. It is coming through your body, through every single cell, every single ligament, every single nuance of you, all your neurons, and it is going onto the inside of your aura, where is a layer of silver now as the energy comes up through the earth. And the bright light continues, silver bright light continues to go up, 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 up into cosmos, into the heavens, into the galaxies. Again, where it's alchemized into gold. So as you're seeing now, as you breathe out, you can imagine that you're breathing out. All this gold, warm energy light is coming down into your aura, through your body, transmuting, transforming, clearing and clearing the outside of your aura shell. And then just carry on breathing out, and this becomes easier and easier and more a flow, because you can marry up your imagination, you can marry up what you're seeing and what you're hearing and what you're feeling, and you can allow all of this energy to go down, 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 down. Bright, bright gold going down into the earth. And as you breathe in, silver, silver, bright, bright silver light coming in, spiraling around, filling up your aura with silver, bright silver, a layer of silvers coming in on your aura, and then that energy goes up. It's like transferring information, like you are the conduit, and you're allowing information to be fed through you, through your aura, up into the heavens. And then the information from the heavens, light force energy again, coming down through you as the conduit, through you, circling around your aura, and then down into the field, down into the earth. And again, as you breathe in, it becomes silver. So the information from life force energy from Earth is now coming up. This is the communication pathway. This is the conduit that you have created. And soon it'll just get a broader and broader and broader bandwidth as you understand what your energy feels like. So just feel what that feels like to be a conduit of this energy. No narration going on in your head. Give yourself 5 minutes if you want, 10 minutes during the day to sit in this energy and be of service as this conduit. On the outside of your energy, even though it's all silver and gold on the inside, you can maybe see that there are sort of mud patches and cow pats and dust and grime and debris, and there's hooks that have been trying to get in there and kind of hook into your energy because it's just so gorgeous, your energy. And now what we're going to do, Sovereign is the purple dragon who connects you with your soul. That's her main purpose. She's going to come along and she's going to put a violet flame all the way around the outside of your aura. And she's going to burn off, and you can see it crackling and fizzing and dusting off. And she's just keeping burning all the way around the outside, every single direction, over and over again, looping up and around and back and down. And these flames just cover the outside, these violet flames just cover the outside of your aura until all the debris has gone. And you'll start feeling lighter and happier and more of your own energy. What she's also doing when she's burning off these particular hooks, these hooks that have come from other people, they could be arguments that you're having or situations that you're having that get hooked into you. So what we're doing is we're just seeing that those are being eked out. They're just being pushed out, getting out of your aura, and then they're being burnt off so that they can just be untethered. You are just not connected to that situation anymore. There will always be people who want to take some of your energy. So I want just at the moment for you to think about this and just imagine here you are, a bright, bright, shining beacon inside your aura. And what you are seeing in front of you is a sea of people that have either taken your energy or for some reason you have given your energy away. So what we need to do now is with this energy that is going on around you and all these sea of faces that are in front of you, I want you to sort of just pick one person and you were able to say to them, I think you've got something of mine and I'm going to take that back. Please give it me back. I'm going to take it back. You take your energy back that you gave away or they took. And then you do it to the next person. You've got something of mine. I'm going to take that back. Thank you very much. And the next person, you've got something of mine. I'm going to take that back. Thank you very much. You've got something of mine. I'm going to take that back. And just see these sea of faces. And once you take your energy back, they can all just walk out of the auditorium or walk away from the line that's in front of you, and they can disappear and just do their own thing. It's like you don't need to be hooked in to them anymore. So we can just clear that off. We can just use a crystal. We can just clear that off. And if there's still a sea of faces, just do a group one and just say, I'm just going to take all of that back. Thank you very much. You and you and you and you and you and you, you've all got something of mine. I'm taking that back. I own my own energy. All right. That is what we are doing here. So just keep seeing the gold and the silver light. Every single time you breathe, you are breathing in and out life force energy. And if there's a face that keeps popping up, or you can just say, yep, you've got something of mine too. I'll take that back. Thank you very much. You've got something of mine. I'll have that back. Thank you very much. You have part of my energy. I'll take that back. Thank you very much. And you can maybe just, if you've got light language coming through, you can just, even if you don't want to use words, you can, just let that settle in for a minute, knowing that you're taking back all of your energy. And I want to invite us now to really get, seeing as we're in this wonderful, wonderful clear space, we can just let ourselves drop away another level so that we can actually get in and we can meet our soul. Bless you, Maya. So now that you're comfortable and now that you've taken back some of your energy and you've started to run colours, gold and silver, through your aura, you've had Sovereign come through and burn off anything that's affecting you, any debris. You can actually relax your eyes in your sockets, relax your jaw another level, relax the tongue in your mouth. Take long, deep breaths, knowing that as you do that, you are flowing life force energy through your body. And as the air turns, it changes colour. And you're putting that colour through the spirals, through your aura. You can be aware of your thoughts and consciousness. You've already encapsulated that. You've already brought all of that down into your body. And you can slide down now into a safe place. Think of a safe place that you have created or you want to create, or something that you want even safer than you've ever had before, bringing yourself further and further down into relaxation. No need for an expression on your face. No need to hold tension in your shoulders. Just relax. You can relax every single muscle in your body because you're safe. Bring all of your senses when you arrive into this safe place. And maybe there's a perfume or a taste on the air. Keeping your eyes closed, you can notice what makes you feel safe. You can notice where safe feels in your body. Just knowing for yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, the level of stress and what level of relaxation you're at, and just see if you can relax any more. Maybe you have a position for your hands that shows you, this is my safe place. This is my sweet spot. This is when I'm connected in with my soul. This is when I'm talking to my soul. What happens on your inside of your body, particularly your belly and your chest, and more often than not your throat, you can feel the tension releasing from these areas of your body, from your neck and your shoulders. You can notice the grip in your hands is beginning to relax and be released. And I want you to introduce yourself to your body and also to your soul. And I want you to repeat after me. Hello, me. I feel you. I'm sorry that I've ignored you, and I haven't turned to you, and I haven't spoken to you, and I haven't asked for your advice. Hello, me. I want you to know that I love you, me. Please forgive me for not listening or acknowledging you, and I want to get to know you way, way better. Please show me at this precise moment what it feels like when you're sending me love. Please show me what it feels like to feel your love fill my body. Please show me when you agree with something. What is my feeling for yes and my direction for yes? How does that feel inside my body? And please show me my definitive direction for no. What does it feel like inside my body when it is a no? I want to get to know you way, way better. And I want to ask you more questions. Please show me how you respond to me, even with my simple yes and no. And maybe you can also ask, and please tell me and show me how I can love you more in my next few breaths. And now that you've opened up this energy channel, you can also just quietly request that this is now zipped in to your aura, zipped in, that you have your soul sitting in your heart. Everything's zipped in, everything's comfortable, everything's safe. You can close down your channel, close down this open conduit that you've been in, and use this as a practice. Breathe into that and feel the air in every single cell of your body, that you feel lighter, that you feel happier. You can see what color represents the clarity. and you can see her and allow yourself to embody your inner self. You feel so safe and secure and all knowing. Let the dog out. Whee! There we go. My old girl is my old girl is 16 and she needs to do what she needs to do when she needs to do it. So we will respect that. Your energy is your responsibility. No one should be able to take your energy, should be able to affect you, should be able to infiltrate your aura. On the 15th of September, I invite you to come and join me to daily tap in and tune in to your soul, to really get clear on what you feel like, know yourself. You'll be resetting and owning your own energy. You'll be raising your frequency and getting into your next level soul. What's next for you? You'll be evolved beyond your ordinary. You'll start to feel that you are lifted off from the mundane things, that practical things that go on in this world, and you'll be able to sort of access things with magic. There is so much more that the dragons want to be able to give you and hand over to you, teach you, from channeling to telepathy to psychic surgery, animal communication as a conduit, plant communication as a conduit to communicate to consciousness. Mountain mystics, like my eldest son, like he is so spiritual when he's up in the mountains. That is his safe place, and that's the communication that he has. Um, so this will be an entry into how we'll move forwards. Yeah, I tell you, she's chatty. How we move forwards and sustain our own energy rather than giving it away or having it taken away from us. Yes, I see you. So that's happening on the 15th of September, and I will put the link of it in this video and recording there as well. You will be able to hear your inner guidance within 30 days. You'll be able to know what your sovereign feels like. You know, what evidence do you need that you have sovereign guidance? That will all start to be coming through within that 30 days. Step into your pioneer, step into your leadership, anchor into your unshakable, unapologetic energy, which is really who you are and what you came here to do, so that you can write your books, so that you can stand on stage, so that you can be dynamic. All of this is about your energy. So if you have any questions, if you want to know anything more about this, if you want to know about manifesting and how we get that really to work very, very well, it's all to do with your energy. So we have weekly questions and answers in my group, Practical Magic. Thank you very much for being here. Oh, and you, Maya. And if you have any questions, you want to know anything else about this, please let me know. You are not meant to do this on your own. You are meant to be guided, not by me necessarily, but guided towards your soul by me, but then guided by divine guidance from your soul and using your energy, your body as your barometer. So my name is Fiona Robertson. Thank you very much for being here. I'm blessed to be able to help you move forward in this way.